Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Josephsensei English Conversation School. Today is the 12th day of July 2011, and it's 5 o'clock once again. And welcome to the English Conversation Level 2 with Mr. Oyama. Once again, he's my first student here, and I'm increasing with the number of my students. And so he's the oldest student, not by age, but the most senior student in my school. Good afternoon, Mr. Oyama. It seems that you are very busy today. Yeah,
it's very busy.
A busy day for you. Hectic?
Hectic.
Yeah, you have a hectic schedule.
Okay.
Yeah, but more so, we will enjoy our lesson for this afternoon. Now, this afternoon, we are going to talk about used to. This is a grammar focused. Okay. Used to.
Nice.
Okay. What do you mean by used to? Used to refers to something that you regularly did in the past, but you don't do anymore. Okay. 前は、in 日本語はどういう意味？
よくやった。昔はよくやったみたいな。でも今は、してません。
Yes. So you use the word used to. If you did something or you usually did something in the past, but you don't do it anymore. Example, when I was in my elementary, I used to sell plastic balloon. I used to sell plastic balloon when I was in elementary. Yeah, sell. So I was a businessman since I was in elementary. So the business, mindedness runs on my vein. So that's why I'm having this business, a kind of business, because I already started being a businessman since I was elementary. So when I was in my elementary, I used to sell plastic balloons. So let's start with the things you have been doing in the past, but now you don't do it anymore. Okay, word number one, we say in elementary, I used to blank. So please supply the missing event. In elementary?
In elementary, I used to swim in the river.
Oh, really?
Really?
Oh, yeah, me too. When I was in elementary, I used to swim in the river. In other words,
I was swimming in the river when.
Oh, you usually swim in the river.
I usually
swim in the river.
In the river when I
was
in
my elementary.
In my elementary.
But
now I didn't do it.
I don't do it.
I don't do it.
I don't do it anymore.
I don't do it anymore.
Okay, very good. At work, I used to.
At work.
I used to. Well, how will I say? At work, I used to bring cell phone in the classroom. Bring cell phone, my cell phone in the classroom. In the Philippines, it's okay to bring cell phone in the classroom for teachers. So in other words, I used to, because in Japan, you are not allowed to bring cell phone inside the classroom. That will cause disturbances in the flow of your class. Okay? So I can say that at work, I used to bring my cell phone in the classroom. So please share your past scenarios or past things you have been doing, but you don't do it anymore. At work, I used to.
How will I say? Overwork. Long time work.
I use overtime. Okay.
Overtime.
So please say.
At work, I used to work
overtime.
Overtime.
Okay. So, in other words.
In other words,
I used to work overtime before.
Before.
But
But
now But now
now
I don't. I don't.
まあ sometimes
Oh, so you cannot use I used to, because when you say I used to, you totally don't do it now. Okay, so please change something that you really don't do it now.
at work
I used to. I used to shout at my employees. Hey! Do you do that before?
shout
No?
no.
Or maybe at work, I used to come late. Do you come late at work before?
Late?
Late.
Late? どうだ
No?
No.
No. So the same. So what do you use before? What do you used to do before at work?
Or working midnight stuff.
Overtime.
Overtime.
But you're still doing that now.
今
Oh, okay. So you can say, at work, I used to work until midnight.
Yeah.
Okay, please say it. At work,
At work, I used to work at midnight.
until.
Until midnight.
But now,
But now
I don't.
I don't
I
do
don't.
it. I don't.
But now I don't.
But I
But
don't.
now I don't.
But I
But now I don't.
But now I don't.
One more time. At work,
At work, I used to work until midnight.
midnight.
Until midnight. But now I don't.
So that's the meaning. But you can just say, at work, I used to I used to work until midnight.
Yeah.
So in other words, it means that you don't do it anymore. Okay. So you don't need to say, but now I don't. But now I don't. You don't need to say that. So iranai. But now I don't. Iranai. Because used to means you have been doing that in the past, but now you don't do it anymore. So it will be a redundant. Okay. So at work, I used to. Yeah. Yes. At work, I used to work until midnight. Okay. Next, when I was studying at Meiji University, I used to. What have you been doing when you were still studying at Meiji University in Tokyo? But you don't do it anymore now, since you are the CEO of the company.
Accounting.
So you have been doing accounting before,
Yes.
but now no more.
No.
Okay. So when I was.
When I was studying at Meiji University, I used to study accounting.
Okay. So in other words, now you don't study accounting anymore. Yeah, okay. So what else? What are the things you have been doing when you were still in university? When I was?
When I was studying at Meiji University, I used to study accounting.
Yes, okay, that's one. Another.
English を習ってるもんね。
I used to go with my friends. We go to Shibuya, something like that. What were you doing? Special events, not only studying, but maybe pastime.
Yeah.
That you
How
have
were I saying one festival, school festival?
So you can say, when I was studying at Meiji University, I used to join school festival.
Join school festival.
Okay, one more time, please.
When I was
studying at Meiji University.
When I was studying at Meiji University. I used to join school festival.
Okay, very good. What else?
Another?
Yeah.
So in Meiji University.
When I was studying, you started the same.
ああ、いやいやいやいや。何なんですか。
When I was studying at Meiji University, I used to
event, Meiji University School Festival event. So we walk around
the campus.
Yamanote line. So long distance, like a marathon.
No, I see.
When I was studying at Meiji University, I used to work around
Yamanote line. Okay.
4 times.
That's part of the festival.
So
Okay.
now don't.
Yes. How about another thing?
他When I was studying at Meiji University, I used to
Go to the library. What else? Do you go to the library?
Go to how will I say?
Tokyo Disneyland?
No, ないまだできてない。
What do you used to do?
まあ went to 新宿
So you can say, when I was studying at Meiji
Studying at
University, I used to go to
Shinjuku.
Shinjuku. Okay. What else?
まだ他も
Other activities. Because if you're in university, I think there were so many things that you have been doing before, but you don't do anymore today. So what were the activities?
It takes long time. I went to go university, so it takes 3 hours by Tobu railway
From Ashikaga City, Tochigi City.
Tochigi City to.
So how will you say that? When I was studying at Meiji University, I used to take the train 3 hours
I see.
a day.
Yes.
Okay, one more time, please.
When I was studying at Meiji University, I used to take
The train
the train
for 3 hours
for 3 hours
daily.
there.
Mainichi.
毎日.
Okay, say it one more time.
When I was studying at Meiji University, I used to take the train for 3 hours by
Daily.
daily.
3 hours daily.
For 3 hours daily.
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 Okay.
Daily.
All right. So kindly look here. Kindly look here. Okay. Please say it one more time.
When I was studying in Meiji at Meiji University, I used to take the train for 3 hours daily.
Very good. Can you do it a little bit smooth? When I was studying at Meiji University, I used to take the train for 3 hours daily.
Yeah. When I was studying at Meiji University, I used to take the train for 3 hours daily.
Very good. And can you say in elementary, or when I was in my elementary, when I was
in elementary, I used to swim in the river.
Okay. At work,
I used to work